What's going on, Supreme family? It's Ryan here, checking in with another video. As you may have all read the title, you saw that I'm going to be covering everything that you need to know to effectively read your data in 2021. Now, I'm not only going to teach you guys how to read your data, but I'm also going to teach you what it means. That way you know how to react. Because if you're reading your data and you don't know what it means, well then how are you going to know what to do, what to cut, what to scale, and so much more. So I'm going to be covering everything that you need to know, that way you don't make any mistakes and you can effectively scale your business. Now, before we get into that, we give away a free consulting call every single week. Now, before I announce the winner, if you want a chance to also win a free consulting call from the Supreme Ecom team, all you have to do are these 3 simple things. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below the word data and your biggest takeaway from the video. And the last thing that you want to make sure and do is follow AC on Instagram and YouTube. You're also going to want to make sure and follow Supreme Ecom on YouTube and Instagram as well. Now, for the winner of last week's free consulting call, we got my boy Daniel Felder. Congratulations, bro. Just hit us up on Supreme Ecom Instagram and just let us know that you won the free consulting call, and we'll definitely get right back to you so we can get you on the schedule. Now, if you guys want the chance to be able to learn how we scale 6, 7, and even 8-figure products, then we have a brand new case study that's going on right now for the month of April. Now, we have 4 spots left. I repeat, we have 4 spots left. In this case study, we're offering one-on-one direct customer support. It's not a Facebook group. You'll be directly talking to myself, the rest of the Supreme Ecom team, and AC himself. We have 24/7 live customer support, a team full of 6 and 7-figure marketers who want to see you win, our advanced scaling strategies, and so much more. Now, all you have to do to apply for our case study is just DM the word data to AC_Hampton on Instagram, and you'll get a response within 24 hours. Now, I've personally been through this case study, and I can honestly say that it completely changed my life. Just being able to get around a group of like-minded people who, actually cared for me and actually wanted me to win in life, it really made all the difference for me. All right, y'all, well, let's strap in. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, one of the most popular questions that, I always get from my students is, how can I read my data? And, I definitely get it. When I was very first starting, that was a really, really big thing for me. So I'm definitely happy that you guys are here with me, and I'm going to be breaking down absolutely everything that you need to know. Now, the first step to being able to read your data is actually understand what your data means. And like I said earlier, I'm going to be showing you guys the top 3 things that you need to be looking for while you're reading your data. So let's go ahead and hop on into my screen. I'm actually going to show you guys one of my personal ad accounts, and I'm going to show you exactly what I look for, what these data points mean, and how we should react. All right, y'all, so we're here on my screen, and this is actually one of my ad accounts that I use to test a product on. And I'm going to show you kind of, how I set up my columns, some of the things that I'm looking for, and, really what to do if your numbers are not where you want them to be at. So the very first one that I'm going to focus on is my CPC. Now, my CPC is my cost per click. And this is really important because, this has to do with everything that happens before my advertisement starts. So if I know that my CPC is really bad, well, then I know that before my advertisement starts is also bad. So it's very, very important to know what these mean and what they do. Now, you can see right here that, overall my CPC was at about 28 cents, okay? And that's really good, right? Because we really want that to be 50 cents or below. So 28 cents, I'll take that all day. Now, my next one right here is my CTR. And your CTR is really important because, your CTR has to do directly with your thumbnail. So just like my CPC, right? If my numbers are bad, well, I know it's before my advertisement starts. Well, if my CTR, my click-through rate, is also bad, well, now I know exactly what to do. I need a new thumbnail. Now, when you're looking at your CTR, you really want it to be 2.5 or higher. So let's hop back into my screen and let's go take a look and see what I got. So as you can see right here, I had 9.13, and honestly, that's really, really good. Like I said, you want this to be about a 2.5%. I'm just a little bit over 9%, so I'll take that all day long. That means that my audience really likes my thumbnail. I have the correct thumbnail, and really from here, it's gonna set me up pretty nice. Now, the next one that I'm gonna be covering is our CPM, and your CPM is directly tied to your video. So you got your CPC, that is everything that happens before the advertisement starts. Your CTR, that has to do exactly with your thumbnail. And now we're gonna be on our video, which is the most important part of your advertisement. So I'm back here on my screen and I can look at my CPM. Now, just like I said, I use this ad account to test a product, and my CPM was actually really high on this, so I ended up turning this campaign off. But you really want your CPM to be about 8 to 12%. So you can see that mine was really, really high. And I'm glad I'm able to show this as an example because, if you're ever in this situation and your CPM is really high, well then you know that you need a new video. So in this exact instance, I went ahead and I creative tested. I got a brand new video and it actually made all the difference for me, and I was really able to turn these numbers around. Now, when you're going through and you're looking for these numbers, you're gonna wanna make sure that your columns are set up correctly. Now, if you go through the default settings, it's gonna fall under performance for Facebook, and unfortunately, it's just not gonna be able to give us the data points that we need. So I'm gonna show you a couple that I definitely want you to introduce into your ads manager and make sure that you're using every time. So we're back here on my screen, we're looking at my ads manager, and if you click on this button right here, you got these little 3 lines. These are your columns. So when you click on this, it's gonna give you this little drop-down menu of all these different ones. Now, performance is gonna be the default one that it's always gonna fall on, and like I was saying earlier, that one definitely is not gonna work for you. Now, if you are in our case study, then you know that we have a direct template for exactly how to set up your columns. And I'm gonna take you and give you just a little bit of a preview of what you can expect inside this case study and some of the columns and the data points that we're adding in, that way we can effectively read our data. All right, so when you're here in your columns, okay, you can already see I have these saved under Supreme Ecom, but what you can do when you're setting these up is click on Customize Columns right here. And it's gonna bring you a list of absolutely everything that you have up here, okay? So you can already kind of see some of the ones that I have selected. And like I said, inside our case study, we're gonna be setting these up for you. We have a direct template that we can share with you guys, but these are just a couple that I definitely want you guys to add in. So we're gonna start with date created. We got our date edited, delivery, impressions. You can kind of see all the other ones that I have. And just like I was just talking about, our CPC, our CTR, and our CPM. Those are gonna be the 3 most important ones, and I definitely want you to make sure that you have these in your columns when you're running your Facebook ads. Now, a little tip that I can give you guys is when you're going through and you're setting up your columns, I've definitely done this so many times, but you're gonna wanna make sure that you save these. Save them as a preset. So you can see here on my screen, if you look down here in the bottom left-hand corner, a lot of times what happens is you'll go through and you'll be setting up your columns and you'll hit apply and you'll forget to save. So definitely make sure that you hit save as preset. You can just put in Supreme Ecom if you want, or whatever you want to add in that you'll remember. That way you have that every single time. So there you guys have it. The 3 most important things that you need to know when you're running your Facebook ads. I can remember when I was very first starting and I was running Facebook ads, I had no idea what I was looking at. And if I would have known these 3, it would have helped me out so much. Now, if you or anybody else that you know needs a little bit more information about how to get started in dropshipping, then just shoot us a DM at Supreme_Ecom on Instagram, and we'll definitely reach out within 24 hours. Now, like I said at the very first of the video, we did have a free consulting call winner, Daniel Felton. Congrats, bro. Like I was saying, just DM us, man. We'll definitely get you on the schedule. We can't wait to get on that call. And if you guys want the same opportunity to win a free consulting call, just make sure to do the 3 things that I mentioned at the start of this video. Now, also at the beginning of this video, I did talk about how we're in a brand new month, a brand new case study. And if you're interested in being your own boss, creating your own profitable e-commerce brand, being an entrepreneur and guided in the right direction, that way you can profitably scale an e-commerce business, all you have to do is DM the word case study to AC_Hampton on Instagram. Now, with that being said, y'all, I'm so happy that y'all are here with this video. I know this is gonna help out a lot of people. I know when I first learned this, it completely changed the game for me. So definitely comment down below your biggest takeaway for the video. And until next time, man, I'm out.